1,000,000
voices.
So I think, you have to accept that some of these trips, they take months to organize and months to really build that trust and forge that that sort of common understanding. It's not the same as making friends with someone, right? Because obviously you're not making friends with a jihadi, but what you are doing is finding common ground. You're finding basic things that you can both agree on, things that might be red lines or things that should be sacred or things that that you, particularly where it comes to security, that you can both say, okay, yes, we're on the same page here. And you can only really do that if you get to know a person a little bit, if you are able to get to the stage where they understand that, I may not condone the things that you do, but I'll be fair. When I tell your story, I'll be fair. I'll give you a fair shake. I'll listen to what you have to say. I'm not going to sensationalize it. I'm not going to make things up. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. I'm not going to distort what you're saying. And similarly, I would need to understand from them, that I'm not going to kidnap you, for example. I do trust you. I'm willing to tell you something about my life that I wouldn't want other people to know, which then I can hold on to as something that could potentially, if things were bad, get me out of a sticky situation. So you're constantly sort of brokering agreements or making deals. In terms of the responsibility to, with where you're in a situation where your activities are being monitored, where you could be putting someone's life at risk, I'm very, very cautious about, I won't shoot someone's face, for example, if I could be putting their life at risk, even if they say they're willing to have their face on the camera. No, not going to do it. I don't want that or need that responsibility if something goes wrong and you end up dead in a ditch. And I think over time, having those kinds of ethics and being fair and agreeing to listen to people, even if you don't agree with what they're saying, that I hope gives you a certain level of credibility in this industry, and people see you as having integrity. And then in turn, that makes them more likely to talk to you. And also, I just think you have to be patient. Like so many of the stories I've done that have been, critically acclaimed or well received have been a product of like months and months of conversations and research and waiting and pushing things through slowly. And it doesn't always happen overnight, and sometimes it doesn't happen at all. And you've just wasted 2 months. But you have to be in it to win it. And I think that's something that's given me a little bit of a competitive advantage, is that often I am willing, where some of my other colleagues are not, to invest a lot of time into relationships that may or may not even be helpful to me.